Alright, so Apple's foldable iPhone is actually happening. And not only that, Samsung just moved up display production from July to May, which tells us this thing is coming sooner than we thought. We're talking September 2026 launch alongside the iPhone 18 Pro models. And honestly, the specs and features we're seeing leaked music are absolutely wild. We're talking creaseless displays, liquid metal hinges, a $2,000 starting price, and technology that could finally make foldables mainstream. Let me break down everything we know. First, the display situation. Samsung Music is currently the only supplier Apple has locked down for these foldable screens. LG Display and BOE are sitting out the first generation. And here's what's interesting. Samsung moved production up from July to May. Why? Well, Samsung launching the Galaxy's Fold 8 and the new Galaxy Z Wide Fold in July. The Wide Fold being a direct answer to Apple's non-standard foldable design. Samsung might also be using a new crease-free display for its own flagships this year, so they need those production lines freed up. Or maybe Apple just wants to play it safe and get ahead of schedule. Either way, displays are coming early. So what's this thing actually look like? Book-style foldable. Music Apple considered a clamshell flip style but decided against it. We're looking at a 7.8 in internal display and a 5.5 in external screen. That's not as tall and narrow as the Galaxy Z Fold series. It's more similar to the Pixel Fold proportions. And here's the game changer, the crease. It might not be completely gone, but it's significantly reduced. We're talking 0.15 millimeters depth or less with a crease angle under 2.5 degrees. Noticeably better than this Fold 7. Reports say it should be barely noticeable. This crease issue is apparently why Apple delayed the foldable in the first place. For months, rumors said under-disc selfie camera, but Apple changed course. Music, instead, we're getting punch holes on both the internal and external displays for better selfie quality. No dynamic island, no notch, just punch holes. Though Apple may design a dynamic island-like interface around the punch hole for quick interactions and notifications. Interesting compromise. Under the hood, we're getting the A20 Pro chip, the same processor powering music, the iPhone 18 Pro and 18 Pro Max. This is a 2-nanometer chip manufactured by TSMC using gate all-around transistors which cover all 4 sides of the channel that reduces current leakage and improves drive current for faster clock speeds and processing. It's paired with 12 GB of LPDDR5X RAM from Samsung matching the iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, 18 Pro, and 18 Pro Max storage options are 256 GB, 512 GB, and 1 TB/TE. And it's getting the N2 networking chip for faster Wi-Fi and better efficiency, plus Apple's custom C2 modem for cellular. No Face ID on this one. Music, we're getting side-mounted Touch ID instead. And honestly, that makes way more sense for a foldable. You music don't need to look at the phone to unlock it, and it's just as secure. The hinge, liquid metal, music, and amorphous material for long-lasting mechanical strength since hinges are the weak spot on foldables. This is huge. The body is a mix of titanium alloys and aluminum for durability without excessive weight. Battery is 5,000 to 5,500 milliamps. Not massive, but with the A20 Pro's efficiency, it should deliver solid battery life. Software-wise, we're getting iOS 27 designed for foldables, not iPad OS, not iPad apps. Redesigned iPhone apps with an iPad-like layout. Multitasking is coming, though not as complex as iPad OS Music 26. You'll be able to run 2 apps side by side. Apple is basically creating a middle ground between iPhone and iPad custom-built for this form factor. Now, the price starting music at $199 for 256 GB, $2,199 for 512 GB, and music $2,399 for 1 TB/TE. That makes it the most expensive iPhone ever, matching the Galaxy Z Fold 7's pricing strategy. Earlier reports hinted at even higher prices, but Apple's staying competitive. And here's the big picture. Analysts expect a 30% jump in foldable smartphone shipments this year. The foldable iPhone could transform this from a niche market to mainstream, just like the Vision Pro tried to do for XR. Though whether it flops like that headset or soars like this Fold 7 remains to be seen. What do you think, is $2,000 worth it for Apple's first foldable? Would you switch from Samsung or Google? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more coverage on the foldable iPhone as leaks drop, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one. Peace out.